For me, social learning is quite a contested theory still. I mean, there are lots of theories that are social learning theories. One of the most well-known, I suppose, is Vygotsky's zone of proximal development, which is a theory which talks about learners constructing their meaning, but they construct it themselves, and they won't get as far as if they construct it with other people present. So what Vygotsky talks about is the zone of proximal development being what you can learn beyond what you would learn on your own because of the help and support from other people. Now, we're looking at new ways of seeing this theory now. So, for instance, the knowledgeable other person could be a peer. It could be someone who is within the same kind of cohort of students, or it could be someone who's a co-worker with you, and they might know more about something and you might know more about something than they do, and you get together and you teach each other. So it's becoming what we call a paragogy approach. So there's another emerging social theory. And another way of looking at this theory is that now new technologies are coming in which have social context to them. So, for instance, you can learn from a YouTube video. The guy who won the javelin event in the Commonwealth Games last year in Scotland, in Glasgow, learnt how to throw the javelin by watching a YouTube video. So, you know, what he's doing there, he's learning in a social context, but there's nobody behind they're actually prompting him. He's learning because someone else has left a social artifact. They've left a video which they've created, which invests their energy and their knowledge and their skills into that video, but he's learning on his own. So in effect, we have to now look at new ways of looking at how social learning can be explained. Probably the best I suppose most powerful model of social learning has to be Bandura's social learning theory, which is based on modeling. And what he talks about is how younger people in particular, but also older people, we look at other people's behavior. And if that behavior is rewarded in some way, if it's kind of looked upon and praised in some way, we tend to copy that behavior and model our behavior on it. And if the behavior is punished in some way or is ignored, then we tend not to do that. So social learning theories of all types are quite important to us and how we understand learning. But for me, social learning is probably the most important explanation. The overarching explanation of social media is important because I don't think there's much that we learn that's in a vacuum. I think most of what I've learned and most of what you've learned, to be honest, has been learned because we have other people influencing us and being alongside us to support us.